Hey, what's up everybody? Prospector here with Watcher of Realms, and today we're here to find out what is Twyla's best build. It can be 3 times attack percentage, 2 times attack percentage, Soul Arcana, Cataclysm, Infernal Roar, Aegis Wrath. What is the best build, including her artifact? Which one's going to be best for Twyla? But anyways, without further ado, let's dig in. Alright, so I kind of have the best build on her right now. But first I want to show you how I tested this. That's kind of like the best way to show you. And I think that we'll just go through a run. I needed to pick Nightmare 4 because I needed something with a little bit of defense. I couldn't just go up against normal normal guild boss, because if the defenses aren't high enough, then we're not going to be able to really see exactly how much her ability to ignore defense or how much she has penetration is going to make a difference. If there's just basically no defense there, then obviously crit damage build is going to be the way to go, but that's most heroes in general. Plus we are going to be running all these heroes to try to get her through Nightmare 4 as a solo, so that's kind of cool as well to see just how well she can do as just on her own. But you can see there's a lot of support here just for her. We're going to be bringing Diao Chen. Diao Chen is built amazingly. Ireless is going to be there. She doesn't have the damage boost because she's A0. But the rage regen is going to be there. We have Leia in there for some rage regen as well as some damage boosting, and we have Laurel in there to help cycle her ultimate. She gets that nice boost when you switch her around. There's also a damage increase if you happen to trigger her ultimate at the right time when Laurel's on the field. And we're going to run her under Torador, which is going to give her the ability to hit extra times. If you go over to his Lord skill here, he's going to increase some faction team members' attack speed by 35% if there's that many on the field for Nightmare. Honestly, in this one, they're not there, so in this case, we're not going to be getting much of a bonus on that. There's going to be a healing bonus, and then faction team members' basic attack has a 30% chance of landing an extra hit, which is nice. Now, it's not the best option. Unfortunately, I don't have Rygar, and I don't have this loaded up on the test server, so we're just going to deal with what we have. Now, we're going to be running Volca. That's going to help us cycle Laurel more often. Of course, Twyla's on the team. Ares is going to be giving us a decreased defense. So it's going to be a 20% defense drop on the boss, and also a plus 30% physical damage vulnerability. That's going to increase damage for Twyla quite significantly, okay? And then we also have Durza. Now, Durza has some inspiration, but most importantly, he has attack speed increase of plus 100. He also has the ability to put out physical and magic vulnerabilities as well. And then he also has a damage increase on his Cursed Infusion as well. So very cool hero. Just trying to boost heroes' damage overall. Durza is pretty amazing at it, okay? And then we also want to note that Diao Chen is in a Wings of Grace set. She is going to be giving Twyla the extra 12% attack when deployed. So pretty cool there as well. Now she is getting an attack boosted and all this other stuff, so when the results come up and you see what's going on, you're probably going to be kind of surprised. I'm going to place down Torador in the beginning just to try to get another attack speed increase. We have 4 here, so I think we should be able to get that full 35% attack speed increase. I was actually mistaken about that. Going to the playtest here, I'll show you exactly how I do this here, and it's pretty straightforward. Honestly, it is. It's pretty straightforward. Just like a maximum damage test on Nightmare 4. Not many heroes can actually make it through Nightmare 4 on their own, so that's something to keep in mind. Twyla is pretty amazing. This one's A4 though, so keep that in mind as well. Alright, so first we're going to go ahead and place down Twyla. We're going to place down our Diao Chen right here. She has extended range. I'm going to switch her into Inspiration. I'm going to go ahead and place down Laurel and get her going. I'm going to place Durza up here. We're going to place our Ares here. I'm going to go ahead and place down Torador and then pick him up. I'm going to place down Volca. We're also going to place Ireless right here. And then Leia is going to be placed right... yes, just like this. Alright, so... Now, Diao Chen's going to stay in there. We're just going to like start their ultimates going. Get them all going here. Get Ares going for that vulnerability. And decrease defense as well. We're going to get Durza going. Damage boosts. And then as soon as we get those guys going, we're gonna pick up Laurel right away. Then we're gonna activate Leia, helps a little bit with rage regen, and we'll get Volca going as well. Hopefully you guys can see this all pretty good here. Actually, let me move myself on the screen a little bit, my little off-centered here. There we go. All right, I'm gonna put 2x for a minute. As soon as these guys come around, they should be able to go again. Very cool. It's very cool. It's almost like instant ults all the time. All right, you can see she's already popping off a ton of damage here. She's not gonna have any problems with the shields for the most part, as long as I time everything correctly. Let's start Leia again. This time around, she didn't get a Laurel cycle, so I'm gonna have to cycle Laurel in. And we'll see if it times up with her ultimate. I think this one is not going to, so we're just gonna put Laurel down and pick her up. Actually, we'll wait until Durza activates first, and then we'll do it. Get Volca going, Durza going. Durza's a little slow at activating, kind of sucks. Let's wait for Ares. There you go. He's slow as well. Pick up Laurel. Activate Twyla again. Activate our Leia. Wish I get like a more zoomed out view here. Maybe I can. Let me see here. That'll probably work just fine. I should be able to cycle. I don't usually play in this mode. All right. Now it's just a waiting game. Activate Ares again. I'm just doing this to show you like what I did for the runs, and then I'll give you the data all at once and show you how to get a hold of that. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna wait the 8 seconds for Laurel to come around. That's gonna help get that damage increase to Twyla. I don't know if that even stacks honestly with Durza or not, but we're gonna try it. Activate Leia again. There you go. She just destroys this boss. She just destroys the guild boss. It's just insane. She's just built for this stuff, you know that. Activate Volca, activate Twyla again. Alright, Ares is now ready. So is Leia. We are going to get ready to place down Laurel. Wait for Durza. I already know those guys are not ready, so we'll just pull her up. Hopefully Twyla's close. Yep, there she goes. Almost back into her ultimate instantly again. For those of you that don't know, the more she ults, the more her damage increases. Just real plain and simple way of putting it. Right, back into 2x, I think. Activate Durza. It's gonna be a little bit of a gap here. Hopefully we can get some damage out on the slash shield in time. Usually we do. There we go. Get these guys going again. You gonna get it? You gonna get it? Yeah. And that could be timed a little bit better even, to be honest with you. It could be even timed better. Oh, nope, she's ready again. Pretty straightforward, guys. It's pretty straightforward. Super strong, but straightforward. Alright. Laurel should be coming around again. Put her down, pick her up. Activate Leia. Should get Twyla going, and then Durza again. There's probably better ways to get even more damage out of her, I'm sure. But in this case, we're just rolling what we got here. This is the test I came up with, and it gives me pretty consistent results. Alright. And that looks like that's pretty much it. There we go. Oh, 44.9 Dragon Blood on Nightmare 4. Pretty much by herself. Pretty much by herself. The only one that does, well, a little bit higher than that I know of. I mean, there's a couple of heroes that can do it pretty well. But Hex is the one that kind of comes to mind that can do this kind of damage on the guild boss all by himself. Alright, so, well, obviously Volca did some damage. So 306 million, that's actually even better than I did in the past. So, even higher than I did with my testing originally. Now, what are the results of my testing here? So I'm going to show you a link. It's going to be down in the description below. you'll be able to follow that. You'll be able to go right over to it. It's going to bring you over to prospector.gg. Let me switch this over to normal here. There we go. And basically, this is a new project that I'm working on the website called Sheets. And you can actually build these pages just by drag and drop. You can drag and drop the hero card. You can drag and drop text boxes. You can have a drag and drop table here, which is going to be able to, show us our results. We can kind of build this from the ground up, and then so on, so on. You can just add images from the website, all that good stuff. And let me know if you guys are interested in doing that. If any of you are, please get a hold of me on Discord, and I'll let you test it out. And I'll let you get a feel for it and kind of like give me some feedback, because before I release anything like that, I just want to see what you guys think about it. All right, so how to build Twyla. I just showed you how the runs was that I was attempting to do. The goal of the test is to confirm what gear sets Twyla is best built in, as well as main stat priorities. That's what we're really looking for, and also the artifacts as well. So I did test the artifacts. Did this run probably like 10-15 times a day. Anyways, so guild boss tests versus Nightmare 4 guild boss in Soulbound Arcana, Wicked Vengeance, and Shattered Hilt. So in the first results that I got was 301 million. That's 3 times attack percentage. The second one was 2 times attack percentage, 276 million. The third one was 264 with only 1 times attack percentage. And the fourth one was 262. So it seems like once you got to 2 times crit damage, you're kind of just sitting right around that 260 to 265 range. 1 times crit damage puts you right around 276. And then 0 crit damage main stats on the right side puts you over 300 million. Okay, so Twyla is in the 300 million club. Now, I wanted to test it with Infernal Roar as well. So Infernal Roar, let me get this a little bit bigger here. Infernal Roar came out pretty bad. I lost about 40 million damage running with Infernal Roar with Wicked Vengeance and a Shattered Hilt. So I'm like, okay, obviously Infernal Roar is not for Twyla. I wasn't sure, actually, to be honest with you. Then we went to, I'm like, okay, let's go back. Soulbound Arcana, Wicked Vengeance, and Scarlet Hunt. Because I was running the Hilt, and I was like, well, how is the Scarlet Hunt going to do? She does put out bleeds. She should get that extra 30% damage boost, right? So the Scarlet Hunt came out to about 280 million. So from Shattered Hilt down to Scarlet Hunt, she actually lost about 20 million. So I did retest it with the Shattered Hilt to see if it was a kind of a fluke. And see if there was something that I did with the run that was messed up, and I came up to a 285 million. There's a little bit of RNG built in with the Shattered Hilt, but it does seem to be consistently higher than the Scarlet Hunt. So that's something to keep in mind. Your Shattered Hilt is going to be the best bet for Twyla. And just to prove that even further, I went down to the next test and went Soulbound Arcana, because that's the best set, to Wicked Vengeance, and then went with Wailing Skull instead of Scarlet Hunt or the Shattered Hilt. And considering her stats are really high, I thought maybe this would do really well. Not really. We lost about 70 million damage compared to the Hilt. So yeah, Shattered Hilt or the Wailing Skull was not the route to go. That's a no-go. No Wailing Skull. All right. Unless you're going for BP, of course. Anyways, then I was like, okay, well, how does Cataclysm compare? Because I have a really nice Cataclysm set with a Nightmare Ring. And I put it with Cataclysm, Wicked Vengeance, the Shattered Hilt, and that exclusive Nightmare Ring for the Nightmare faction, which gives her extra hit every so often. And it put her about a 275 million, kind of in that same RNG range of the Soulbound Arcana set. So Cataclysm is definitely an okay option if you want to go with that. But still, Soulbound Arcana is king. All right, so the test results. It's very clear. Soulbound Arcana is going to be your best set. On the right side, going next is going to be Cataclysm, and then into Infernal Roar or an Ageless Wrath set. Ageless Wrath would probably perform about the same as Infernal Roar. Main stats, you're going to want to go 3 times attack percentage. Nightmare 4 does not have a lot of defense. So if we're still getting higher results in Nightmare 4 than any other boss or demon or whatever you go up against, it's going to be best to just run 3 times attack percentage. It's not always the case with heroes that have this much penetration. Substats, of course, crit rate is going to be your priority, followed by crit damage, off to attack speed, and then off to flat attack. Actually, that's going to be your piece. It's going to be attack percentage main with crit rate, crit damage, attack speed, and flat attack. across the board. All right, and then the artifact priority is going to be the Shattered Hilt, followed by the Scarlet Hunt, followed by the Wailing Skull. Now, just to give you an idea of what this kind of build looks like, we'll go back in here and I'll show you really quickly. It's a pretty good gear set, but if you can't match this, you're still going to want to focus on attack percentage. That's what we need to get out of this. On Twyla, even though she has all that penetration, you still want to focus on attack percentage. I love this skin, by the way. She got the steampunk attitude going on. It's pretty cool. Gets her away from that whole Harley Quinn idea. She kind of still looks like Harley Quinn. Anyways, so this is the Cataclysm set that I have, just to show you that it's a pretty decent set. There was a flat attack roll missing there, and also one hit missing here, but otherwise it's a really good set. So Soulborn Arcana set was something along these lines. Sorry about that quick flash, but here we are. Soulborn Arcana set was something along these lines. Attack percentage is the main stat. Crit rate, crit damage, attack speed, flat attack. So you want it on all three pieces, okay? If you're gonna try to shoot for something higher, obviously you get your attack percentage a little bit higher here. And yeah, all three pieces are the same. On the left side for Wicked Vengeance, the whole time, these are the pieces that I was using. Attack speed, crit rate, attack bonus, and crit damage. Try to get that attack really, really high. Attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, and attack speed. All right. Now onto the artifact. Of course, we want to run that Shattered Hilt that increases single target damage by 20%. So it's only 10% off of Scarlet Hunt, just right off the get-go, without the condition of needing bleed. And then for every 5 instances of damage, increases single target damage by an extra 1%, stacking up to 10 times. So she's consistently attacking. She automatically gets that full 30%. There's no conditional anything in there. It's just straight up going in there full bore. It's kind of weird, but her bleed just must not be quite consistent enough. So that's something to keep in mind as well. And just because I did do some further testing, I decided to go and update the hero guide on prospector.gg. If you stop by there, all you have to do is stop prospector.gg, type in Twyla in this search, hit enter, and it's going to bring you right over to the hero guide here. You can see the video, you can see all the skills, everything here is on the website. And you can see I have now on the left side Wicked Vengeance, Warlord, Calamity. And then we have on the 3-piece set Soulborn Arcana. Oh, actually, I gotta have to refresh that. Hold on one second. I just updated it, so I didn't refresh. So here we go. Soulborn Arcana, Cataclysm, into Infernal Roar. If you want to know more about these pieces, also you can click on them and they will bring you over to a gear set page telling you the ideal substats, main stats, where you can get the pieces, and a little description about each one of them. But if you're also interested in where you can use Twyla, just head back to the hero guide page onto the rating stage. You can see she only scores like a 2, but that's overall. And she only has like 1 single tile range ahead of her, so it makes it really difficult to use her in a lot of places. So this is an overall score, so just keep that in mind. The stage average is not like her actual score, it's just the stage average. I put her up here as like a 4.5. This is my actual rating up here on the hero image. But stage average, yeah, 2.5 stars, something along those lines. But yeah, places like Guild Boss, Titanic Ruins, Saurian Grimscale, kind of okay at that. GVG is not so crazy, but not bad. Faction Trials, Void Rift, Tide. The Arena, she was good for a little bit, but now she's sitting at 3.5 star there. And the Gear Raids and AMR is kind of falling off. So Gear Dungeon 2, she's actually really good on the left side there. Instead of having like a Valeria or something along those lines, you can just try to use Twyla over there. It's still a little difficult because of that single tile range. So just keep that in mind. Not a lot of Codex bosses that she's really good at. But anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know if you like this style of video. If you like these testing style of videos, just trying to figure out those perfect gear sets. Would you like to watch this live as I'm doing it? Maybe you even have some ideas along the lines. What do you want to see as far as testing goes? Do we need to have that full range of going through even down to the wisdom gear sets? We need to have the full range of going into the artifact, the legendary artifacts as well. Anyways, guys, just let me know down in the comment section. I appreciate your input and knowledge. Wait, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you check out Discord. Make sure you check out prospector.gg. I've been the Prospector. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep digging.